Hi everyone, Sailor Moon here, Sailor Pluto here, Sailor Underworld here, and today we're going to talk about, I don't know, talk about chaos, madness, and if chaos or madness is one and the same with all the other foes that we have in Sailor Moon. Now, first off, chaos or madness doesn't really show up until the fifth following, which would be somewhere in the 12th book of the Drawing Book, which would be the fifth following, and he's in Sailor Moon Stars. So, chaos or madness supposedly, most likely, was a sailor fighter who shifted heel or evil, known as Sailor Chaos or Sailor Madness. At least that's how it is handled in the book as well, in Sailor Moon Stars, the film that came out last month. But a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership are also under the belief that Queen METALIA, the fiend that Queen Beryl was working for, WISEMAN or Doom Ghost, the fiend that had brainwashed it and lied, Elderling Diamond and Sapphire and Ruvius and Emerald, and using Catsy, Birdie, Avery, and Charisma into following, or at least believing that they were carrying out their own goals, but really it was WISEMAN or Doom Ghost that was lied to him about the Earth. Or we also have Pharaoh 90 or King 90, who Hiller Tomo who was, taken over by one of the fiends at the time, Galord, I don't know how you say his name. And we also get to Queen Metalia. We get to Queen Helena, who had a first Wicker by the name of ZIRCONIA, who was really just another offshoot of Madness, as folks say. And then when you get to Sailor Galaxia, who fought Madness before Madness took over her body. Now, if Madness was all of those foes and just shifted its name, Queen Metalia for Queen Beryl, WISEMAN for Elderling Diamond, King 90 for Hiller Tomo, I guess, and ZIRCONIA for Queen Helena, and Madness herself for Sailor Galaxia. How strong is Madness? And if Madness is really a strong foe, you want to take care of this now? Oh yeah, you're right, Sailor Moon. At the end of the day, there are many other fiends and other worlds that could seem to be as mighty or as strong as Madness. Lucifer also is one. The Crimson Lucifer from, the Crimson King or Dark King from many Stephen King works. The first from Buffy and Angel's world. Dayhawk from Heracles and Xena's world. And the Might Keeper's world, it might be Dark Spectre or Dark Ghost. But then again, there is also other fiends that are also seen to be strong as well, like Olympius, the Overling. Now, all of these fiends are all mighty in their own right. Well, no, we can also say that Lucifer is also in Buffy and Angel's world, as well as Xena and Heracles' world as well. The first was what they called it in Buffy and Angel's world. Dayhawk was the name given to it in Heracles and Xena's world. Now, these foes and all these fiends, Queen Benshera, also from the Might Keeper's world, Olympus, the Overling from the Might Keeper's world as well. Now, At the end of the day, what was the goal of Madness? To have missed setup, to have no setup, to have no runner lead over anything. Everything being crazy and mad, nothing right. In Hellenish folklore, madness is neither good or evil. It is what you have when there is no setup, no law, no setup, no slay over things. Now, as we know, that Queen METALIA was a strong foe, a strong fiend, and mostly, have brainwashed it, or at least made Queen Beryl believe that she should be the queen of the earth and the moon. She was also the one answerable for what Queen Beryl had slay. She chose to give in to this, so Queen Beryl isn't fully not to be guilted. The Wiseman or Doom Ghost was the one who lied to Aldeling Diamond and the Black Moonkin and told them that the Earth and the Earthlings had outcasted them and they needed to get back to Earth to get even for wrongs they believed the Earth and Earthlings had done to them. King 90 only wanted to leave a dying starway and come to the Milky Way starway to lord over it, but to do so he needed Mistress 9 to also help open the gateway for him to get to the Milky Way starway, and may have also took the upper hand of getting Grim Lord, or whatever his name was, to take over Tuishitomo. Zirconia played off of Queen Helena's, not wanting to grow old and die, and played off her fears of growing old, and got her to steal the dreams of others, so she could prolong her youth and her life. And we all know that Maddness for Sailor Galaxia sealed madness inside of her, but could not fully handle it, and madness took over her. Yeah. You're right, Sailor Pluto. You're right, Sailor Underworld. At the end of the day, a lot of folks do not truly know just how strong these foes are. And if chaos, or Hellenish borrowed word, madness, the English word, if madness is the strongest foe out there. And if Queen METALIA, the Wiseman, King 90, and even Zirconia were all offshoots of Madness, then the truth is that Madness was the true foe, and everyone else in the Sailor Moon world had been given to slay to Madness in some way, playing up on their hatred or their evil thoughts or deeds. But at the end of the day, I beat Queen METALIA with God and Jesus' help. I beat the Wiseman, or Doom Ghost, with God and Jesus' help. I beat King 90 with God and Jesus' help. I beat Zirconia with God and Jesus' help. And we even beat Madness together with God and Jesus' help. So I beat all of these foes. And everyone wants to also know, is Dayhawk from Heracles and Xena's world, and Lucifer from many other, from all over kinds of worlds, not only in Heracles and Xena's world, but in Buffy and the Angels' world and other worlds, and if Queen Benshera, Olympus, the Overling, and Dark Spectre from the Might Keeper's world, if they were one and the same, if they were just another name for that same foe. Now, they're all their own fiends, and are strong in their own right. Now, a lot of folks wonder, why did Madness take so many likenesses? Why did it cast itself as Queen METALIA for Queen Beryl, or Wiseman for Aldeling Diamond, or King 90 for Hiller Tomo, or ZIRCONIA for Queen Helena, or MADDNESS for Sailor Galaxia. Your guess is good as mine why it took those likenesses to play and to slay those others to give in to evil, either by being played or due to brainwashing in some way. Alright, Sailor Moon, we're going to bring this film to an end. What do you think about MADDNESS? And MADDNESS, either Sailor Galaxia or Queen METALIA or WISEMAN or King 90 or ZIRCONIA, all just being offshoots of MADDNESS in Sailor Moon's world. Let us know about that, and we'll see you later.